Welcome to the Power in Motion podcast, the show for women who want to develop a kinder relationship with their body so you can feel healthy, happy, and confident without restricting food, doing torturous exercise, or constantly worrying about the number on the scale. I'm your host, Kim Hagle, size-inclusive fitness specialist and certified non-diet health and life coach specializing in body image. This podcast is here to provide weight-neutral, health at every size aligned information and coaching on sustainable habits and mindset shifts so you can feel your very best in the body you have right now. Let's lace up our runners and go for a walk while we chat. Well, hello, friend, and welcome. I hope that you're enjoying summer and having some fun out there in the great outdoors wherever you live. We certainly have been around here. I always feel so fortunate to live where I do, where there's so much beautiful nature to explore. We've got trails for hiking and biking and a big lake for swimming and paddleboarding. And I'm just soaking up every opportunity to be outdoors and enjoy these activities with friends and family. And I've also been really getting into golf this summer. I'm a new golfer. I just started last year. My husband and son are really into it. So I started out as a way to sort of connect with them more. And it's been a really good activity for me to work on patience and my mindset, because if you've ever tried golf, you know you can't get frustrated if things don't go your way, because that just ruins the game from both a performance and an enjoyment level. So golf is teaching me to take every stroke as a new opportunity, which is kind of a good life lesson in general. But also, our local golf course has a ladies' party league, PARTEE league, every Thursday night that I've been enjoying with one of my friends. And it's just for fun. We don't keep score. You just rate each hole with a happy face or a sad face. Everybody that comes out is a beginner, or else they're just there for a good time. And I just thought, what a brilliant idea to make what can be an intimidating sport more accessible and fun for people. And it's really helped motivate me to work on my game, because I'm in a community of supportive, like-minded people. I'm having fun and I don't feel any pressure to perform. It's so cool. Anyway, sharing all this as I recently was reflecting about how I haven't really done many formal workouts all summer, but I'm having so much fun with movement. And therefore, I really haven't had any struggles with motivation. Would it surprise you to hear that sometimes I don't feel motivated? It's true. There's lots of times where I don't feel like working out. I mean, it happens to us all. And that's what I want to chat about today. How do you handle when that feeling comes over you? What do you do on those days when you're just not feeling it? Fitspo culture tells us that the only workout you regret is the one you didn't do, that you'll always feel better if you just get up and do the thing. And I don't believe that to be true. I'm not sure about you. There are plenty of workouts I've done that I regret, where I forced myself to get up and go when I really should have rested, where sleep or something restorative definitely would have been the better choice for my body, and where I've even caused an injury or a setback by not listening to that and just pushing through. Just like almost everything in fitness, there's so much all or nothing behind this phrase, just do it. Get up, get over yourself, drum up the willpower, do the thing, and you'll feel better. And you can do that, but what about when you just can't drum up the willpower? Where does that leave you? Choosing to do nothing and then feeling guilty that you didn't exercise, ruminating and regretting that choice all day? The thing about all or nothing thinking is it doesn't leave any room for the many nuances and options that exist between. And that's where I want to dig into today, because there's so much happening behind that unmotivated feeling, so much to explore and so many possible solutions beyond push through or just take a rest day. So a few weeks back, we talked about how to intuitively plan your workouts. Having your movement time blocked out in your calendar as self-care time, and that time is non-negotiable. No matter what happens, you're going to do something in that chunk of time for yourself. And then we talked about having a movement toolkit, right? A whole slew of movement options of various types and intensities, so that you always have something to choose in the moment if your planned workout doesn't feel right that day. So taking those steps is likely to reduce the amount of times you wake up and just don't feel like moving. That's exactly how I feel this summer. I just have so many options of fun things to do, and I look forward to getting out there and meeting up with friends for an activity. But guess what? It'll still happen from time to time. And when it does, I like to look at it as an opportunity to get curious. Often we try to get out of our uncomfortable feelings by just getting into action. That's where the whole get up and do it, you'll feel better after mentality comes from. Rather than do that though, I'm encouraging you to take a pause and sit with the discomfort of feeling unmotivated and just explore it. Our feelings are a radar that something in our life needs our attention. It's an invitation to look within and explore your mindset. So when you're not feeling it, I encourage you to dig into what might be going on there. If you don't feel like doing your movement, that sounds like lack of motivation to me. So get curious about why you might be feeling unmotivated. So let's review those things that contribute to feeling motivated. And if this is new for you or you want to go deeper with this, I encourage you to download my free resource, The Motivation Secret, off my website. The link's in the show notes. Those things that help us feel motivated are enjoying the activity and feeling successful and having choices about it, being part of a supportive community, and seeing improvements in your health or day-to-day functioning. If you're feeling unmotivated, it's a good opportunity to check in with yourself and ask, is this still working for me? Or am I bored or not getting the results I want or not enjoying the environment? Is it time to switch things up? That could be a really simple fix. Perhaps you're just in a rut and you need to try something new. But let's keep in mind that one thing that kills motivation, focusing on exercise as calorie burning purely for weight loss or body shaping. Is it possible that your lack of drive is because you've slipped back into diet culture thinking? No need to be hard on yourself or judge yourself if you have. It's entirely natural when we live in a society that places so much value and emphasis on thinness. Just notice, and if that's happened, then it's a good opportunity to reconnect to your why. What's your bigger reason for wanting to move? What's that real life goal behind weight loss? How can movement add to your life instead of be a dreaded chore? Now, there's another pattern I often see in my clients who don't feel like moving, and that's exhaustion. I mean, I'm talking complete and total depletion. These are usually high-achieving, busy women who give everything they have to everyone around them. She works long hours, volunteers outside of work, takes care of children, partner, family, friends, and pets, and only when everyone else's needs are met and everyone else is happy can she finally feel okay doing something for herself. But the thing is, she's got nothing left in the tank. So when it comes time for movement, she's just done. I see this pattern so often in the women I work with, and it's something that we dive deep into inside my coaching program, Discover Joyful Movement. When we believe that self-care needs to be earned or we don't deserve it, that's usually a sign of a deeper belief system that centers around your self-worth. So I encourage you to explore this for yourself if you can identify with this behavior. What belief system is causing you to think everyone else's needs are more important than your own and that you only deserve self-care after everyone else has been looked after? Is it possible for you to change those thoughts by acknowledging that your needs are just as important as everyone else's? That you deserve the same TLC that you provide for everyone else? And if you can't just switch those thoughts, then you're just the type of woman I love to work with. So maybe we should chat about how I can help you. Okay, so those are really the three big things that I see contributing to not feeling like working out. Lack of motivation because either what you're doing is not working for you anymore, or you've slipped back into diet culture thinking, or exhaustion caused by overextending yourself looking after others. But what about those one-off days where you're just not into it? We all have them. They're just blah days. And it's not an ongoing thing or habitual. It's just a day where you're not in the mood. And there's lots of things that could cause you to feel blah. What do you do when that happens? Do you push through and do it, or do you rest? Well, I can't really give you a definitive answer because only you know what's best for you in any given moment. It really depends on what's causing you to feel this way. Was it that you had a poor sleep the night before, or a stressful situation going on at work or home, an illness or an injury? Maybe you're coming down with something. Knowing what's contributing to the blah will give you some insight into how you handle it. But what I will say is that there are a lot more options available to you than just do it or rest. When you're not feeling like doing what you had planned, remember that it's self-care time and anything goes. The ultimate goal is to feel better at the end of that block of time. So what would help you feel better? You certainly do have the choice to take full rest. You also have the choice to do it. And it's possible that it might be exactly what you need to feel better. But you also have the choice to choose a different activity altogether. Maybe something more restorative like meditation, yoga, stretching, or a walk. That's where your toolkit comes in. Maybe something else would feel more appropriate for your current mood, energy, and physical state. You also have the choice to decrease your intensity or time doing the planned activity. You also have the choice to delay the activity. Maybe sleeping in is exactly the self-care you need in the moment, but that doesn't mean you can't take a walk during your lunch hour or go for a bike ride after work if you're feeling better. So my advice to you, as always, is to move into the realm of possibility between the all or nothing. Ask yourself what would serve you best in the moment and try to envision how each possibility will make you feel. For example, if I'm not feeling it in the morning, before I decide to sleep in, I'm asking myself, will I feel at peace with this decision all day? If the answer is no, I think about what else I could do. And if the answer is yes, then sleep in is what I do, knowing if I feel better later, I might be able to fit something else in. And also knowing if that doesn't happen, there's no need to feel guilty because I listen to my body and missing a day of movement won't make any difference in the grand scheme of things. So back to the only workout you regret is the one you didn't do. I hope all those coaching tips help you see how a thought like this really isn't helpful. Willpower is never the answer. Exploring the thoughts behind our feelings is the way to feel better. And go gentle on yourself. Feeling funky or not being in the mood to work out doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't mean you're bad or you're a failure or you don't care about yourself. It's just a feeling, and feelings are an invitation to explore our thoughts. And like I say, mindset, thought work, that's what I'm all about. So if you need support with your movement mindset, you can learn more about how I can support you on my website, which is www.radiantvitality.ca. Or you can shoot me a DM on my social channels at Radiant Vitality Wellness. I love hearing from my listeners. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you loved this episode, I'd love it if you share it or leave a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really does help get this show in the ears of people who need it. So it's very helpful and much appreciated. I'll see you back here next Monday for more non-diet motivation. In the meantime, be well, and here's to your radiant vitality. Thanks for tuning into the Power in Motion podcast today. If you love what you're learning here, then I invite you to take the next step of embodying these concepts into your own life so that you can live your healthiest, happiest life and never again feel held back by your body. Coaching is the fastest, most efficient pathway to taking what you know in your head to actually applying it and seeing results. Whether you're looking to make changes around movement, food, body image, or all three, I'm here to help you nurture a kind, respectful, and trusting relationship with your body so you can feel your very best. Click the link in the show notes to book a free consultation, and together we'll uncover what's getting in the way of you having the results you want. You'll leave this call knowing exactly what you need to work on, and together we'll explore whether one of my coaching offers is a good fit for you. I can't wait to meet you.